Right, we're on the decent camera but with the crap lens.
Why does nothing ever go to plan?
Because that'd be interesting, wouldn't it?
It is, it's got to be a 7 now. Because nothing else fits. But it don't want to fit. It don't want to work. And I don't want any more work for it.
Take it out of the domestic unit at the front.
No, because it does run the whole way.
Anyway.
No, I think it's safe to say
Yeah.
that this one is fucked.
I don't have a Jubilee clip for that. Oh, rear bumper's not held on very well. Apparently.
Does that side come off?
Probably if you unscrew it.
Yeah, it's good. It's held on with it.
Okay.
That's how it's held in, Jordan. There was no nut on it. It was just a bolt.
Well, the bolts come off then. Oh, is it the blue pipe you're trying to undo?
Yeah, just the bottom one. I tried to undo the one that's close to the... Actually, is it not that one? Which is which? There's 2 pipes.
Yeah, one's an in and one's an out. It doesn't come out the top of the radiator on this.
I don't know.
No.
Right, let me try this other pipe.
Hang on a minute. I've just found our black electric tape.
You know what I want to know?
I thought that'd stay there. Proper start to this video, guys. Hi and welcome. Apologies for the camera. It's the only one that's charged. It's decent and it's got damaged lens.
Blame Jordan.
It's not my fault. It's whoever had it under a bus at some point and let grit get on the lens and destroy it.
You.
It wasn't me. Do you want a sheet?
That'll be fine.
We have a plastic sheet.
There's a TV over there.
Do you like the cultivation of the area I did?
Well, you just drive the bus into it.
No, I've got a sack of turds.
I'm surprised you didn't take a grinder to it.
No, I didn't need the grinder. So today we've got several jobs that we're going to do. We're going to try, and depending on the weather and how much it decides to chuck it down, finish fixing the rear lights because, yeah, we've only got brakes and indicators.
Got a leak.
Have you managed to get a leak?
That one moves, didn't you?
No. And we've got a leak currently, which is his fault, but we are replacing it. We're dropping the water to put coolant in it because it's being stored outside. The temperature's going to drop and yeah, we don't want the block freezing. So, I mean, my water pump for some reason that's meant to be like a stainless steel has gone rusty. So.
Got water pissing out from the side now.
What he's done
I've
is...
undone the pipe there. It's pissing out of there.
Under the pipe there. Is it travelling down the beam?
It could well be.
Hang on, bumper will come off in a minute. Bumper's going to come off now.
Look at that.
Look how well that was held him. We've got a spider down here. Yeah, the water pump's gone rusty.
Don't talk about all this shit here, is either.
It needs a jet wash.
Does. That's just surface water, that. That's because you've had water coming through from the gap up
More
there.
than likely, yeah. He needs him with his jet wash just to jet wash all that oil from down
Yeah,
there.
it is. It's running to the beam, mate.
So what he's done is he's just undone the water pipe. This is no way a tutorial, but yeah. It's going to gush out in a minute. Don't worry about the environment, there's no antifreeze in this.
It's pure water.
It's just water. So before we environmentalists get on the old mobile blower to us, don't, because it's just water. So we're not going to kill anything, we're not going to harm anything, it's just water. It will be anti-freezing chemicals in about 20 minutes time. It won't be pressurised, it'll just be warm.
Yeah, it is warm. That's nice and toasty.
Oh, at least we know the engine warms up well.
It's oh, a cold day. That's nice. How long is this pipe?
Pretty long. Let's put it this way, on the way here it was that cold my bonnet kept steaming. I bet half our tools that we can't find are in this engine bay.
Wouldn't surprise me. You mean like we just found the electrical thing?
Oh, that's a great job, that. Yeah. Wonder who did that job. Kian. Let's run the start wire right next to the hot exhaust. There's only 41 litres in this bus.
I've only drained about 2. Just getting this pipe off. I would have gone for the other one, but
I don't know which is the in and which is the out anyway, but they're both at the bottom.
yeah.
Yeah, this radiator, both are at bottom, so it goes up through the radiator.
Almost.
Take it pipes off.
Almost.
And you wanted a clean hand wash station.
Now the pipe's off.
That means she's actually fixing it. Now that's rough. I don't think that's antifreeze, that's rough.
No, it's just that block. It's normal one.
I hope this, guys, is making you want to go toilet. Listen to that running water. Just dripping down.
Didn't know we started doing ASMR videos.
It might be the niche. So as Sean has just actually pointed out, which is something that you guys might not know about, well, this type of coolant system, is there is an overflow pipe which you'd think, well, that would destroy the pressure. Well, that is because this system is not pressurised. When it overheats, so you put too much in, it actually gets rid of the water rather than keeps it and then lets it boil and it goes bang at some point.
We're getting one of them. Warning, vehicle reversing. And we're going to get the London spec ones as well. Caution, this vehicle is turning left.
I was just about to joke about that one. No, ex-coaches have that now, don't they?
Yeah.
Caution, this vehicle is turning left.
Well,
Well, if the big yellow flashing light didn't quite give it away, I think it'll be lost on the cyclists anyway. You clip for that pipe.
my ratchet's just given up. I knew it was going anyway, but
That's the cheap one that Callum, the cheap star that Callum brought.
yeah, that's what happened.
Snapped it on doing a board and a trap rod end.
It was broken anyway, but I've just finished it off. Tied it with a Jubilee clip.
I love this mount here. That's
This
not
size?
that's not a bodge in any way. And the anti-rattle cloth that we have.
I did notice why there was a pair of your I was wanting to ask why there's a pair of your underwear in the engine bay.
It's the anti-rattle cloth. Don't like to be bought it like that. There's cloths everywhere in this engine bay that stopped it rattling.
Right, coolant caps there. I've now got to try and pour this in there without spilling it.
No pressure. And remember, don't fill it up all the way because we'll pour and have a broken watering can. That'll do. Why you'll empty the watering.
We don't waterproof watering can.
What?
The water can's you know, the watering can's waterproof. The water just runs off. Wonder why that is, Jordan. I mean, we were meant to rinse it first, weren't we?
I won't matter.
A few moments later. Eventually.
So the long list of things of this bus that need doing, our top repeat indicators didn't work, and we've been messing about to try and work out why they weren't working, and Sean was just about to run extra wires for it because we couldn't understand from this. Because what we have on this diagram is these are 66 and 64 are the flanks and the front indicators, which are them two bulbs there. 69 is a warning buzzer which isn't present because we've got relays. And 67 and 63 are the rear indicators. So the top indicators aren't on this list. Now, neither is these relays that have been put in here. So, don't know how this has come about and how they wired this. So this doesn't show them. So, he went to the back and we're figuring it out. So, I decided to probe the connections for the relays, which are here. The relays have been moved in its time. They're up here now. They were down there because it's relay 126, 127, and that's relay 126 and 127. So at some point in its life, something's given up, and the way they've fixed it is by just moving it. But if we take the multimeter and we obviously know there's a voltage because we can hear them clicking. So if we stick that in there, we just make sure I'm in volts and everything's right, yeah? You'll notice that this pin here is milliamps, which is millivolts, which is what we're getting at the back. But this one is a flashing 22 volts, which is right. Same with this one here, that one is 20 odd volts, whatever you want to call it. It's hard to tell if it's not a ranging meter. And that one is dead as well. So we're putting a guess that them two there are linked together, and so are them two. Now if you take the multimeter and put it into, I tried amps at first, but we put it in, doesn't work, but if we put it in millivolts, so there's not much of a current shunt on it, put one in there and one in there, the rear indicator starts to work. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to be taking these two relay holders out and having a look at the wiring, because there's obviously something not right there, and then that should give us the rear indicators, which will save us having to mess about running extra wires, drilling holes in the firewall and all the other crap. So it's getting warm now in here, so Sean's going to do that because he's the master of electrics, and I'm going to film him now. So yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, after a bit of YouTubing, after a bit of Googling and remembering how a relay works and what needs to be what, it turns out the relays at the top didn't have a permanent live, but the relays at the bottom did have a permanent live, but the relays at the bottom didn't have a switch live, but the relays at the top had a switch live. So we swapped the permanent lives out the switches at the bottom, put it in the relays at the top which had the switch live, so they've got a permanent live and a switch live, and now it all works. So now we're just trying to figure out this absolute mess of cabling to work out how we can get it all to work, because it's got two different faults on the loom, but instead of fixing it, they've just gone, we'll just stick another part number on it and fucking put it in there and that'll do the job. I'm going to go get the drill for him. Yeah. Alright, well why are we doing this, guys? We're going to answer your questions for your questions answer video, because I've recorded this video once, but when I got home, footage was a bit crap. The problem is, I don't know where he put the Eddie Stolbart book with the questions in them.
Got it. There.
Got it!
I don't know where they've spliced it. No, it's not going to splice it. No.
I found my pen and all.
Yeah, I don't know where they've spliced into this.
It's spliced into it somewhere.
I know they've spliced into it somewhere. Well, I'm trying not to pull these air pipes out either.
Well, the first question is more of an accusation, to be honest. I think it's from a good friend, the guy we can't pronounce. None of them begin with L. And he asks, why did you leave TDTT and delete their channel? Well, I can answer the delete the channel one, and I think we can both answer why we left in a way.
Yeah.
Now, the channel was started by me and another member at the time. They got rid of that member, so he took himself off there, and then I left, so I took my stuff off there. We hold the footage as our own, so no, we took it off. It's still on. It's on our channel. You can still see it on our channel, so it's not there. And why did we leave Town and District Transport Trust? Well, I think leaving. I think it was a long. It was a long thing to come. I think we were looking for a while, and certain things pushed it over the edge. Certain people helped push it over the edge. And we are glad we've left, finding out extra things about the situation. We are at a slight disadvantage outside, but doesn't really bother us. Have you got anything to add to why we left?
False accusations.
Yeah, that as well.
False accusations.
Yeah. And having a toilet that's not ours, but it is ours, but every time you wanted to use it, apparently you had to go get fucking piss wet through if it was raining. Same guy, have you ever thought about working for National Express? I've covered that several times. National Express, it's different coach companies. You can't, unless you're working for a division of National Express like the buses, you don't really work for National Express. You work on behalf. When will we make a video on 96? Never. Unless it's back out on the valley scene.
Which I don't even think it will then, because the person that owned it doesn't own it anymore.
No, and the engine's still in bits. Or it was at least still in bits.
Yeah, no, as far as I'm aware, it was still in bits.
So, that's your suck of the sab anyway. Right. There's a few questions to add after this, but I'll have to go find them on the phone. Scar. Can you get alloy wheels for buses? You can.
Yeah,
but they're called Alcove.
Alcoa.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
They're called them. And they are stupidly expensive. For your next question, yes, I'd like some, but no, I can't afford them. You didn't ask that, I just added that one in.
Yeah.
Chuckily. Now this is definitely one for you. Do you not fancy doing your HGV?
I've thought about it. The price, £2.5 grand to go straight through to my HGV for the 15th of November. I've thought about it. But then I'd like to be home sometime. You know, I'd actually like to go over and see the missus. As much as I hate the missus.
She'll kill you if she sees this.
Yeah. You know, all women are a pain in the arse, but says that way.
Yeah, I'm the same. It's the cost of doing it, but yeah, it's something I want to do, essentially, eventually. He's just playing around with these now. This is where he finds out he's taken out the wrong set of wires. I gouging lounge, the gaming lounge. Do you carry passengers now? I think you're referring to one of the route videos I did recently, which is done in service. Kieran Bird. Yeah, whatever. We apologise for butchering names here, but we're doing a very good job of it. Will the cab view be returned, or will it be windscreen for the foreseeable? Now that's an interesting one. We did want to do a cab view when we had the Devil Dart 317 or D4, whatever they want to paint it in these days, or run it as. But we couldn't because it didn't have a working speedometer. Although you don't need one, we don't want the YouTube, you know what social media is like. However, this does have a working speedometer and everything in the cab works like it's supposed to. So we will, I'm waiting for you to blow yourself up, or blow the meter up. So we will definitely have the full cab view returning, because it does seem a very popular one that you like. So obviously with everything working on this one, it's something that we can have returned.
Eventually.
Yeah. Well, who are you probing?
I weren't probing. I shorted.
Why don't you go in the top of the plug?
Because you can't, you got to do it through the bottom.
I should ride through the top.
No, you can't, because the way the plugs go, you've got to do it through the bottom of these ones.
What are you trying to find?
I'm trying to pull a 24 volt out so we can have it all in one plug rather than split wires.
But surely you know which one is the 24 volt.
I've just found it out. I was trying to get to it because there's 3 bits I've got to pop out for it to put. I've done one. That's 24 volt.
Will 314 be retrimmed at some point? You provide the money, we'll retrim it.
Happy that's my 24, happy that's my 24 volt.
Yeah, it was 26 to me.
It's as close as I can get.
Well, it's 27 in it with the alternator running.
Yeah.
Well, if it's providing 26, it means we must have full batteries.
Yeah.
Virtually. Yeah, you provide the money, we'll retrim it if we can find someone with the maquette to retrim it. What made you go to High Peak other than others? Well, I don't want to go back to Stagecoach or any of the others really, so that's why.
It's as a lights off.
Yeah. Jay Hawkins, are you a bus company or do you just fix buses?
Just fix them. Our own ones, that is.
Yeah. We're a company in the sense of we're a preservation company, but that's practically where that ends. And these projects are what comes of the viewers and their support. But other than that, that's as much as it goes in the sense of company. Now I can answer this one, but you can't. He asks, now you no longer work for Stagecoach, what is your opinion on the local livery rebrand? It's a pile of wank. It looks like Margie's wearing a thong. It looks cheap and tatty. There we go.
And I will add to this, is when it goes through a bush wash at Stockport, I'm not sure what High Road or anyone else is like, it makes the buses dirty, rather than cleaning them.
That's it. That's all I've got. That Lasange, whatever his name. I really love this is on that poster with the Great Regret post. I really love 317, but it's sad to see he's left behind. At least we can now say 314, these years like 2020, 2021, they have all been a problem to me, but Jordan, chin up, head up, at least 314 has been with you. It's not dying.
314's a cracking bus.
It's keeping us warm at the moment. I say warm, it's...
They don't know, it's keeping us out, it is keeping us warm. I'm not cold, I don't know if you are.
I'm chilling. Will we ever work on the Volvo B10 BLE 60846? Will we ever work on that? That's Reese's, that one.
Tangled.
He also asks, our good friend, is it normal for buses to have a water pipe burst? I wish you'd stop trying to blow it all up. I'm playing with death here with an Aladdin unit.
I know I am. It's the second one I've sorted out. Yeah, but there was nothing from these anyway, they're all dead.
Yeah, but the negative will go to the Aladdin unit.
You know something?
What?
Well, that one I'm sorted out, isn't it?
Dick.
Not on purpose.
Is it normal? It is normal for them to have a burst pipe. Well, it is and it isn't. They all burst eventually, it's just when. Can we make a video of welding 317? We did and it fell flat on its arse.
Right. Just to confirm. Yeah. There's two. We're in. We're clicking.
No, we're not.
Oh, fuck.
But I'm just questioning it, right? But now the bus stops. How have you done that?
1 minute. Plug it back in.
That one. Something you've done to that one. Stop saying word. It did do that before, so that's something you've done. Which loom you using? The bottom one or the top one?
Both. I'm using the top loom that I fed behind, which is that one there.
Scar said, no wait, the yellow one. That's the problem, they're all fucking yellow.
That's the top loom that I took down, which goes into there. I've then pulled the wires from there, which has the 24 hole.
Hang on. Let's fix the problem.
It's that whatever, something on that side.
Doesn't this guy know what he's doing?
No. Did you watch the welding video?